Hey guys, so welcome to the decimals lecture where we're going to have a look at a number of decimal-based problem-solving questions. So let's first have a look at the very first question. It says, Usain Bolt won the 100-meter sprint with a time of 10.07 seconds. Now the next time he beat his time by 0.39 seconds. What was his new time? Now as I said guys, always underline the most important parts of the question. It says the very first time he did it in 10.07 seconds. The next time, he beat his time by 0.39 seconds. Now guys, the word beat here would probably be the most important part of this entire question. Then, the question obviously asks us, what was his new time? So, let's see if we can draw this out quickly to see what this situation actually means. So that's him running there. Imagine that's the finish line over there. Let's call that the finish line. And he's running towards it. So this portion here, so that's the time. Imagine the time that it takes for him to cross that 100 meters. The very first time is 10.07 seconds. The next time he does it, he actually does it 0.39 seconds faster. Because remember, as the question says, he beats his time. So if he was to do something faster, that means the time that he would get would be smaller than 10.07 seconds. So it's simply 10.07 minus 0.39. Now, let's do this in the corner here. So we have 10.07 minus 0.39. So 7 take away 9 is something that we can't do. So we need to borrow from the neighboring 0. So 0 becomes a 9. And then this becomes 17. 17 take away 9 gives me an 8. Now guys, as you would have noticed, we cannot borrow from a 0 and make it a 9 because the number is actually getting bigger. So remember, when we are borrowing from a number, that the number that we are borrowing from has to become smaller. Now think about it. If you have $10 and you let someone borrow $1, you don't have more money. You in fact have $1 less than you originally had. So if you had $10, you now have $9. Similarly, if you think of this as $100, if I borrowed a 1 from it, this would simply become $99. So I cross that off to become a 9, cross that off to make it a 0. So 100 here becomes 99. Then it becomes 9 take away 3, which is 6, decimal point. 9 take away 0, which is 9. So 10.07 minus 0.39 is 9.68 seconds. So what was his new time? Therefore, his new time was 9.68 seconds. As we can see, it is obviously faster than when he did 10.07 seconds. Let's have a look at the next question. So this question says, Sam is mowing his front lawn, which has a total area of 34.23 square meters. He has a fountain in the middle that takes up 2.35 square meters and a row of flowers that take up another 12.54 square meters. How much of the lawn does he have to mow? Okay, just like before, let's quickly draw this out. So imagine that's his lawn there. Imagine at the bottom here, he has his row of flowers. So that can be his row of flowers. Then in the middle there, he has his fountain. So the area that I'm indicating in blue here is the area that he needs to mow. And the area in white that I've indicated is the area that he doesn't have to mow because one is flowers and one is fountain. So let me put the numbers in. So that's 12.54 and this one is 2.35. So let me actually underline the most important parts. So it says 2.35 square meters is taken up by the fountain. And another 12.54 square meters is taken up by the actual row of flowers, while the total area was 34.23 square meters. So before we can figure out how much of the lawn he has to actually mow, let's figure out how much he doesn't have to mow, which is 12.54 plus 2.35. So let's do this in the corner here. 12.54 plus 2.35. So 4 plus 5 gives me 9, 5 plus 3 gives me 8, then the decimal point, 2 plus 2 gives me 4, 1 plus 0 gives me 1. So he doesn't have to mow 14.89 square meters. So the total area was 34.23 square meters. He doesn't have to mow 14.89 of it. So it's simply a takeaway will tell me exactly how much he does need to mow. So 3 take away 9 we can't do, so we borrow from the 2 to make it a 1. 13 take away 9 is 4. 1 take away 8 we can't do, so borrow from the 4 to make it a 3. 11 take away 8 is 3. 3 take away 4 we can't do, so borrow from the 3 to make it a 2. 13 take away 4 is 9, and 2 take away 1 is 1. So he has to mow 19.34 square meters of the lawn, which excludes the row of flowers as well as the fountain in the middle. Now, let's have a look at the very next question. Alright, so this question says, Gerald paid 43 cents per liter for gas in his car. How much did he pay in dollars if he bought 27.5 liters? As we can see, guys, there are a couple of different aspects of this that we should highlight, just so there's no confusion. So it says that he paid 43 cents per liter for the car. However, the question asks us to answer it in dollars. And then it says how much did he pay for 27.5 liters. So let's just write this information out. So it says 43 cents per liter. Now 43 cents in dollars is simply $0.43 per liter. Now, if I was to give you a simple example, so let's say we have an apple. So one apple costs $2. So 10 apples will cost, as you can imagine, $2 times 10, which will give me $20. In this case, if 1 liter of petrol or 1 liter of gas costs me 43 cents or $0.43, then 27.5 liters will simply be 0.43 times 27.5. So let's do this in the corner here. So we have 3 times 5, which is 15. 3 times 7 plus the 1 gives me 22. 3 times 2 plus the 2 gives me 8. Start with a 0. Let's get rid of the carries from the previously. So we have 4 times 5, which gives me 20. 4 times 7, which is 28, plus 2, which gives me 30. And then 4 times 2 gives me 8, plus the 3, which gives me 11. Then adding them through, we have 5 plus 0, which is 5, 2 plus 0, which is 2, 8 plus 0, which is 8, 1 plus 0, which is 1, and 1 plus 0, which is 1. Now this has 1 decimal place, this has 2 decimal places. So in the answer, we have 3 decimal places right there, because the total here is 3. So to round this particular number here, he pays $11.83 for his 27.5 liters of gas. Now, let's move on to the next question. Alright, so this particular question says, if you have $37.80 for the bus, and you need to take the bus 6 days a week, how much do you spend on a daily basis? So once again, let's write out this information. So he has $37.80 that he needs for 6 days of travel. Now, the question asks me, how much is he spending on a daily basis? So if he's spending $37.80 for 6 days, how much does he spend for 1 day? That is simply seeing how much money he's spending on a daily basis is basically just saying how many times 6 fits into $37.80. So $37.80 divided by the 6 will tell me exactly how much he's spending on a daily basis, or how much I'm spending on a daily basis. So let's do the division here. So 6 goes into 3 0 times, carry of 3. 6 goes into 37 6 times, carry of 1. Since we went past the decimal point, we put a decimal point up there. 6 goes into 18 3 times, carry of 0, and then 6 goes into 0, 0 times. So, I am spending $6.30 every day that I take the bus. Now I can actually double check this answer by doing the reverse. So if I was spending $6.30 every single day to take the bus, and I was taking the bus 6 times a week, so 630 times the 6 should again end me with the $37.80. So 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 6 is 36, plus 1 is 37. Then this is 2 decimal places, this is 0, so in total we have 2, which means the decimal point goes right there. And that gives me my original answer of $37.80. So, to answer this question, we have $6.30 that we're spending every day to take the bus. Now, let's have a look at the next question. Alright, so this particular question says, how many DVDs can be stacked on a shelf that is 38.5 centimeters high if each DVD was 1.1 centimeter high? Alright, so let's draw this out. So we have a shelf here. Now this entire shelf is 38.5 centimeters high. Now each DVD, for example, let's draw out a DVD here. That DVD is only 1.1 centimeter high. So we need to see how many of these DVDs actually fit into this particular shelf. So if I was to draw that, that's one DVD there, that's a second DVD there, third DVD there, fourth DVD there, etc. So what we are basically doing here is seeing how many 1.1 centimeters fit into 38.5 centimeters. That's simply a division. So we have 38.5 divided by 1.1. Now remember guys, when it comes to division, we simply avoid dividing with a decimal number by converting it into a whole number. So we convert this into a whole number by moving a 1 to the right, and we move this 1 to the right as well. So we are left with 385 divided by 11. Doing this in the corner here, we have 11 goes into 3 0 times with a carry of 3. 11 goes into 38 3 times with a carry of 5. And 11 goes into 55 5 times. So 35 DVDs can fit into the shelf there. So guys, once again, there was some wide variety of questions when it comes to decimals and problem solving. I hope they were helpful. Have a go at the worksheets. I'll put in some more questions there for you guys to practice with. So you'll have plenty to work with as you continue to improve on your skills with problem solving questions. So thanks guys, and I will see you in the next chapter.